All right, good day, everybody. I know y'all like, what is Peter doing up this late? Initially, I wasn't going to come on today because I was working on other endeavors. So, I wasn't even going to post a reading, but all day I've been feeling like, I've been having like Capricorn on my mind and in my energy. And so I was like, okay, am I supposed to give Capricorn some guidance? So my ancestor said, yes, you're supposed to give Capricorn some guidance. And I started typing the stuff up. And I realized that the guidance that I had to give, I would have still been typing tomorrow if I would have just typed what I needed to convey to Capricorn. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all ancestor message for the Capricorn. So right now, Capricorns, your life may look very, very different. Okay, it may look very, very different. And I'm not sure which Capricorns I'm talking to, but it feels like a very heavy energy. So y'all bear with me, okay? Your life may look very, very different. Like the life that you had last year is not the life that you have at the moment, you know. And this life is like your circumstances and your situation is actually really, really good. All right, and that's what your guides and your ancestors have shown me, that your circumstances is really, really good, but there are certain things that are tugging on your subconscious. And one of the things that is tugging on your subconscious is for some of you that are not in relationships, or maybe some of you may be in relationships that you feel are not going in a direction that they should go. It's like Capricorns are feeling like, dang, am I with my soulmate? Am I going to find my soulmate? Right? And so, so your guides and your ancestors are saying that, like, yes, your soulmates are coming. And as the message was coming to me, this particular message, it was talking about the soulmate and how, you all made certain agreements when the souls split. And that longing that you feel, that desire that you feel, like you're longing for this partner to come in, your divine counterpart, you're longing for this person to come in. And it's because you guys spent so much time in a previous lifetime together. And now it's almost like you kind of like got off course a little bit, and you've been kind of moved into the direction to where now you'll come in contact with this soulmate again. And this time when you come in contact with this soulmate, you're going to automatically know that it's the soulmate. Like, there's not going to be any red flags. There's not going to be any questions. There's not going to be, it's like, you're going to know. You're going to feel like friends. You know, like how your best friend feels to you? Like your really good best friend. Not the best friend that, you think may be your best friend. I'm talking about that best friend that brings out the best in you. And, that best friend that understands you. That best friend that you could, talk about anything with. Spend hours on the phone with, and actually be interested in what you and the best friend are talking about, that type of friendship. So this soulmate, when that soulmate comes in, when that divine counterpart comes in, it's going to feel like you are reconnecting with an old friend, but an old friend that you really enjoy. It's going to be very familiar. It won't feel like a stranger. You're not going to feel like you said too much or you said too little. You're not going to feel like you have to be on pins and needles with the things that you say. This person is going to be very responsible, very organized, very attentive to your needs. They're going to allow you to teach in the way that you need to teach, because as a cardinal, there's some of you have this need to educate. All right. And in this space, it's like some of you will be teachers for this divine counterpart, as well as you'll be learning from the divine counterpart. So it'll be like cross training. You know, you guys will be cross training each other, and you guys will fulfill what the other one lacks. You know, so if you are, you know, if you're the super balanced, grounded, structured type, and this person is more loving, caring, you know, but have to work on certain things in that department, then you guys are going to fulfill each other in that way. And so what's happening now, what your guides and ancestors wanted you to know, is this chariot, okay? This chariot energy. And like things are really moving in the direction that you needed to go in. And when I got a hold of the chariot, because listen, like I told you, I had to make sure this is something that they wanted me to do, because y'all know Spirit Soul, y'all know Peter don't get on here talking about, you know, harping on love and harping on things like that. But because it's like a very pressing issue, it's almost like Capricorn has a lot of the things that they desire in their life, but they're just missing like certain things. And so I pulled this one card, this chariot. Okay, and what they're saying is like, it's a lot of rewards that's going to come in for your hard work here. So it's going to be a lot of recognition that will come in. All right, but it's certain things that you will have to embrace. And it's going to be you're going to see yourself right now, like balancing a lot of your priorities, you know, trying to figure out how to make things fit and things like that. But that chariot card come in, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is confirmation that a lot of them are working towards things, and they're seeing a big difference. But it's just like, it's like y'all feel like, dang, like if I just had just a little assistance and just some support in this department, you know, a support from someone that I love and care about, you know, that's my friend, but now holds a different position, so that I can rest in whatever energy that I'm in, or so that I can become a better version of this energy. That is what is like heavy around the Capricorn. But what's happening is once you get that balance and things like that, you're going to start finding the time to do certain things. You'll be able to get out. You'll be able to, you know, really work on the things that you want to birth, work on the things that you desire to work on the matters of your heart, right? Work on your heart's desires, and in you working on the things that you love. That's when you're going to come across this person, right? And I don't know how the person gonna come. I don't know what occupation the person gonna be. None of that, because I know Capricorn's like, oh, they're gonna have a good job. I don't know all that, but I know that this person's gonna come in, and this person is going to fulfill a lot of your deepest desires. Okay, they're gonna fulfill a lot of your deepest desires. It's just gonna change a lot of things about you. And what they're wanting you to do now is like, they're wanting you to, you know, just like when you're doing your work, like when you're doing your rituals and things like that, and you are going inward, all of your inward work, they just wanted you to love on self, like love on you. When you're doing this, when you're meditating things, you want to just meditate on love. It don't matter if the only thing that you is focusing on is just love. And I'm talking about not necessarily the love that you would share with a person, all right, but just love, what it means, what it's supposed to mean, right? And just meditating, holding the meditation on that, and staying in that space, and, you know, absorbing that frequency at all, as much as you possibly can, because I can't say at all times, because that would be a bit contradictory of myself, given what I believe, you know, about the balance between the dark and light, because I feel like that the balance is found in the contrast of the dark and the light. All right, like you have to endure this suffering and this darkness in order to get this light, right? But in this space, right, that's where a lot is going to shift about you in your frequency. And we're talking about soulmates, but we're also talking about on a psychological level, or on a, not only say psychological, but cellular level, a scientific level, cellular memory. you know, and it's like, as you begin to operate in these frequencies and on the thing within the things that you desire, now things are going to wake up in you. Cells are going to activate in you, right? And you're not going to have a choice but to move and operate in this energy. And then boom, as you're operating in it out of the clear blue sky, not necessarily the clear blue sky, but as you're operating in it, then you're going to notice that this mate or this person that you were connected with lifetimes ago, past lives, and you had so much of a soul connection with, is going to then come, right? Going to then come. All right. And in that, now you're going to feel complete. You're going to feel like that void has been filled. And with this completeness, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to create your fortune. You watch and see what I tell you. You're going to be able to create this fortune. And you're going to be like, dang, man, I remember that one night Peter got up on the thing. She don't usually talk about this, but she just called in all Capricorns. And y'all, Capricorn, y'all about to start something. Because all these other signs is going to want me to do this. And being fair, I'm going to consult my guys and see if that's something that they want me to do. Yeah, you're going to be having your fortune, okay? So, what they're saying, I know I'm going to tell y'all in just a second, okay? What your guys and your ancestors are saying is about forgiveness, okay? Something within you that you are needing to forgive for yourself, right? Maybe forgiving yourself for thinking that you're too late, or, you know, you may feel like you blew it in certain aspects. No, your guys and your ancestors are saying, like, forgive yourself. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with how things turned out. There were lessons that needed to be learned in that space. All right. And so you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself for, you know, they don't want you like putting blame on yourself, because they give me this feeling like you guys are putting like the blame on yourself, like you're blaming yourself for things that didn't work out the way that they were supposed to. And that's not what they want you to do. All right. They don't want you blaming yourself. It had nothing to do with you, right? It was all about where you was at in your journey and where that person was at in their journey. All right. And so now, given that, there are certain things that you need to understand. Okay. There's certain things that you need to understand when it comes to the Capricorn, because the Capricorn, again, they like responsible people. They like people that, you know, that are actually, they can actually have a conversation with, that could meet their needs on an intellectual level, right? They want to actually be attracted to the person, you know. They desire not a lot of friction, because Capricorns can give it up, okay? They can give it up, you know, and we just saying what it is, right? And so your most compatible signs are going to come with an element that will be most comparable to you. Now, listen, all astrologers, spiritualists, whatever y'all want to call everybody out here with all these titles, right? They all have different ideas and different views as it relates to astrology and what they believe, right? And so me, myself, what I believe in astrology, but I also incorporate a lot of other things like psychological behaviors, different patterns and things like that, because my background is family systems, marriage and family therapy, contemporary theories, all that stuff. So compiling all of that, right? And your most compatible signs are the signs that you have elemental ease with, so to speak. All right. And so now typically Capricorns are attracted to like the daredevils of the sign, right? But we all know that ends bad, okay? That does not end well. So some of the most comparable signs for the Capricorn would be the Pisces. So the Pisces is not the first sign, but it is one of the most comparable. The first sign that Capricorns are most compatible with, believe it or not, are freaking the Capricorn itself. Okay, so when we're talking about what the Capricorn desires as far as communication, what the Capricorn desires as far as love, the Capricorn is going to be able to give it to the Capricorn. All right. The friendship will be average. It won't be like a Capricorn and a Cancer's friendship. It'll just be average, but Capricorns and Cancers are medium compatibility when it comes to relationships. Okay. And the things that Capricorns desire most is low for the Cancer. Okay. So just putting it out there. So, but the Virgo is the one. The Virgo is the one that's going to meet the needs intellectually, going to have great discussions, going to be very grounded. Y'all just going to have that ebb and flow when it comes to the things that y'all desire. It's going to be easy for y'all to make decisions on food, all that good stuff, but where it gets tricky is the friendship. There's going to be a disconnect in the friendship. Not necessarily communication, because both Virgo and Capricorn can communicate very well, right? But there's going to be some, issues regarding the friendship or the relationship, because simply of where the views differ, and both sides are kind of like, nah, and this is my way. I don't care what you say. I'm not comfortable with whatever it is. And then that's that. So there's no resolution there, but sometimes there are times when they can come to common ground. So the next I would say is the Pisces, because Pisces is water. Okay. So Pisces can give the Capricorn everything that they need emotionally. They can give the Capricorn everything that they need as far as communication. So that friendship, that relationship, they can give them all that they need. With the love is medium, but it all depends on the place that Pisces is in itself, because Pisces can be good, but if a Pisces is in a space to where they have some unresolved issues, which we all have unresolved issues, but I'm talking about those extreme, unavoidable, unresolved issues, that's what I'm talking about. So, but the overall compatibility of the Pisces and the Capricorn is high. That's the only thing. And then Pisces might be like a little too extreme on the, on the little side and everything. And it might kind of like get Capricorn to be like questioning, like, is this person really like doing this, or they're just something that they're trying to do just to impress me? Because that whole trust factor with Capricorn. And so running in third place, which I really don't feel like this is a good match, but because no matter where you move the little, whatever this thing is, the marker, no matter how you try to do it, even when you look at relationships, systems, and things like that, Taurus and Capricorn are very high on the compatibility. All right, Taurus and Capricorn are very high on the compatibility. Communication will be on point. The love will be on point. It'll pretty much be just like the Virgo, to be honest. It'll be just like the Virgo. And there will be difference in opinion when it comes to that. But yeah, so if y'all looking like for where y'all need to be focusing your energy, again, all signs have good and bad about them, okay? All signs have good and bad. Just want to put that out there. But those are the ones that you want. Now, your medium sign. So with the medium, you have, like we discussed, your Cancer, okay? Y'all have that medium type of relationship, but great friendships, though. Great friendships, And the reason why it's the medium is because that's a big difference. It's like Capricorn and Cancer, they can bring out the best in each other or the worst again. Another medium would be the Scorpio, even though most astrologers be like, oh yeah, that's Scorpio and Capricorn. That's, yeah, to y'all, not to Peter. All right. So that would be medium. Even Sagittarius would be medium. And the reason why they would be medium is because like almost everything is medium. Like the only thing that's high, for Scorpio is the communication. Scorpio and Capricorn will have some great communication. That's why they make amazing friends. All right. So, but when it comes to the other things, it's kind of like average. They don't really see eye to eye on those things all the time, you know, and no one really does. But I'm talking about, like, if you want to say a 50-50 margin, that would be the sign, you know. Well, but if you look at most compatibility charts, high numbers, 90 percentiles type, you know. But there are other factors, location, things like that. Also, like, somebody put me onto something. They showed me how, like, you could look at the dates and you could tell, like, what areas you thrive in. So a lot of it might even be your location too. So look into the astrology of your location. So there's like little free gems, you know. But really had to get on here and tell Capricorn that it's not the end. Y'all soulmate is coming in. They actually closer than you think that they are. You know, don't try to force the soulmate though. And the reason why I would say don't try to force soulmate, because remember the analogy, like, well, not even the analogy, the download. This is somebody that you spent a lifetime with. You know, you spent this lifetime with in this past life, soul journey, yada, 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 right? And so now you're coming back to that, you know. So just like how you looking for it's looking for you. It's coming for you. You know, and so as it comes towards you, you don't want to be trying to put the puzzle together yourself, because you might just kind of like knock yourself off alignment, you know, or out of its direction. But definitely pay attention to your intuition and all of your cues from your spirit guides and your ancestors and all of those that are in your spiritual court. All right. So you guys, that's pretty much it. Had to come on here and do this message. I know y'all about to get me in a lot of trouble with these other signs. And I'm going to consult my team to see if this is something that they are wanting me to continue or what. But tonight, it was just very heavy to go ahead and get it out. And knowing Capricorns, it's better just to say it than to type all of what I had to say. All right, so that's pretty much it, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this message, and I'll holler at you.